Okay, welcome to the WoW Tea Party Show 3. Number 3, Prosy.
Number 3. We've done it.
Woo.
This is the longest we've ever done anything.
It's actually just a trilogy, so we're going to finish after this one.
Yeah, that's it.
But not really. We're going to be going till episode 2000.
Yeah, if we live that long.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay, new tagline. You ready?
Yeah.
So, the WoW Tea Party, a place for fun, laughter, and uncomfortable pauses that we edit out after the show.
I like that one. That's probably my favourite so
Yeah.
far. We should put that on the website.
Yes, I will. So,
I
how
like it.
are you? How the hell are you?
I'm good. You mean in general or
In life.
in life? I'm very good. I lost weight.
Well done. Well done. Good.
Went down a jean size.
Wow.
Woohoo!
It's an achievement.
It is.
And what?
You should get an achievement for that.
Yeah, you should get achievements in real life. Like, you're just walking around,
Yeah.
you do something good, and then you're blinded
Suddenly.
by a thing.
Yeah,
then
suddenly
you
a rectangular box comes up with an achievement.
And then you get run over.
Yeah, in the middle
And then
of the
you get
road.
the achievement. Ran over person.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
We should pitch this to somebody.
I'm okay, thanks. Thanks for asking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good, good. So, let's do our first feature. Let's just go into it.
Let's do
Which
it.
is, what have you been up to? So what have you been up to in WoW?
Well, we have been doing transmog runs.
Yeah.
Again, it's a we.
So what are you saying about that?
So we did transmog runs. We did quite a few. We went to the Eye. We didn't get Ashes of Alar again. But we went to Naxxramas. Have I pronounced that right?
Naxxramas.
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 There you go.
There we go. Eye of Eternity, Hydrel Summit and the Black Temple. And I got quite a few of my tier sets. I'm dead happy.
So what's your favourite out of them?
I really like 7.5, sorry. But I've
No,
got...
not your tier sets. Which raid did you like doing?
Oh, it's weird because I kind of like the Eye, even though we do it every week.
Yeah.
It's nice and easy.
Confuses me
but
that place because it's also called Tempest Keep, and that's what I've been calling it, and now it's called the Eye as well. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
well,
our one, maybe two listeners can like email us the solution. Like,
let us know
why
which
is
one
it
it
both?
is. Yeah. There was a bit of confusion when we went, wasn't there? Because as you go in, there is Ashes of Alar sort of flying round. And I'd never seen it before.
The big flame bird flying around in the middle, yeah.
Yeah, and I was really annoyed because we've been going every week for ages, and neither of us have got this mount. So I was really peeved off, and I was like, right, I'm just going to kill it.
Yeah.
So I decided to start hitting this bird and try and kill it.
Yeah, because you were like, oh, it must drop the mount, because we've not got
no,
the mount
I was like,
yet.
it must do something.
Yeah.
It must do something, because I'm sick of not getting this mount, and I really want it. So I started hitting it. I think we killed it. It was taking a lot of health off us.
We killed it, but it like bugged the game, so we fell through the floor, and then we were in like this infinite space, and then we just died.
Yeah, I ended up in some weird place.
Yeah.
And then when we went back in, it started hitting us again, and got some cronies, some mates to start hitting us as well. Some miniature versions of itself. Yeah. So Asmo shouted at me.
Yes, because it took up half an hour of our life that we'll never get back.
Yeah. But apart from that, yeah, I got loads of tier sets, and I've got 5 of my tier 6.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool. I've got 2 of my tier 7, 2 of my tier 5, 2 of my 7.5, and 1 of my tier 2. So I'm getting there.
Nice.
But yeah, and I got loads of staffs as well. Like really cool ones.
It's pronounced staves, actually. Staves.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I found that out
It's
recently.
a staff to me.
I know.
It is.
So is that your week?
Pretty much. I've got a list of my staffs if you want to hear them.
No. Don't list them. That's just boring.
Okay.
What about your favourite set? Actual set. Like, what is it? Why do you like it?
Tier 7 25 man.
What does it look like? Is it a dress?
Or is it 7.5?
You tell me.
7. Pretty sure it's
Doesn't
7.
matter. What does it look like?
It's really pretty. It's basically the tier 3, but in more detail.
Oh, right.
It's the green one. It's really,
It's
really
green.
nice.
Oh, I think I know that one. Yeah, it looks a bit priesty.
No!
Yeah, I'm afraid it does.
No!
Yeah.
It's a druid, and it's sick. No, but I've got some of the tier 7 10-man one. 10-man items.
Yes.
And they're purple, which is really cool, but I like the green because it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Because you get quite a
So
few purple
what,
sets,
we've got
don't
the
you?
purple ones and you need the green ones, or have you got both?
No, I've got 2 of the purple ones, but I want the green ones.
Oh, right.
So I need to do it 25-man.
So that'll be Naxxramas?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Right, well, I've got a massive week to tell you about. Are you finished?
I'm finished.
So...
Oh, I got 2 pets.
Yeah.
Woo!
Well, hey, Guz.
Thank you.
So, transmog runs. Told
Yep.
you about that. I don't even know what sets I've got. I'm just getting them all. But I did get the bow called the Bristle Blitz Striker from Hyjal Summit, which looks badass. And I thought it was really cool and unique. And then we went in that dungeon, and like that guy already had it as well. And
yeah, but tell everybody what you said to him.
He wasn't as excited as me, and because I went up to him and went, "Hey, bow buddy," and he was like, he just went, "Yeah, I guess," and then sort of cringed away from me.
Oh,
Yeah.
You could have took a picture.
But
Did you take a picture?
Yeah, I've taken a screenshot.
Screenshot.
I'm gonna, every time something weird happens, like in the chat, I'm gonna print screen, and then we'll have it forever. But I'm scared that in our screenshots, like gallery, it'll just look. I'll have all these photos. Like, why the hell have I taken a picture of like just a post, and then and not notice that
it's actually the chat.
The thing is in chat. Yeah. But that's it for transmog. Just slowly getting all the tier sets. Also, though, one of the big events was that because I've been trying to gear up my hunter in LFR. I had probably the worst week ever, or worst LFR.
Why?
I think it was a few days ago now. I was stuck in part 3 of the Siege of Orgrimmar. And we wiped on the boss before Thok once, so I was already a bit miffed that we'd wiped. And they were one of those groups that, like, the boss is there, the 2 tanks are at the front ready to go, but they just stand there and they don't go, and there's no reason for them not going. They just stand there, and I've started circling the whole group and stuff. Yeah. I'm so impatient, but it's just like 5 minutes just standing there.
Like,
so
why
annoying.
don't you go?
Yeah.
Just go.
And then we got to Thok, managed to kill that last one, and then they did that thing where they wait like ages, and we died 3 times, and I had to wait behind them, 3 times while they just didn't do anything. It'd be alright if we died, everyone ran straight in, and we just went straight for the boss. But no, everyone's we get together, and then everyone just stands there for 10 minutes. It's so annoying.
And this was a guild run, wasn't it?
No, that wasn't even the guild run. I haven't even got started on the guild run.
No way.
Bad week. Yeah, so the guild run, I joined this guild from another one because the other one it was full of 16-year-old guys, and there was 2 girls in there, and so they were all just showing off, taking the mick out of each other. And then as soon as anyone said anything like, "Oh, that looks like a twig over there," one of the guys would be like, "Huh, twigs are long like penises. Isn't that right, girl?"
Well, I've had this problem before.
Yeah.
Well, you know that I've had this problem before.
Yeah.
I don't get what it is with some raids when a girl comes in and the guys just completely change.
Well, they're just guys.
I don't get it.
That are having trouble in real life getting it, and they watch too much porn. So when they get in game, they want to refer everything to sex.
That's not a massive generalisation.
No, it's not.
But I think in some of the cases, it could be.
The girls as well, they don't help as well, because in our experience, the girls that are in there,
lead them on.
They've been encouraging it as well. The guys have been massively sexist and really pervy, and the girls oh, typical you. Oh.
I know.
Oh, it's just...
It's dirt.
It's very
That's
difficult.
what it is, Asmo. It's dirt.
It's difficult for normal people in there.
But when when I went into that guild as well, I didn't do anything. I was just talking to them on chat, like, hi, I'm new.
Hey.
This is the first raid I've done with you guys.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, that's fine. And then as soon as I come on and mumble, they're like, oh, a girl?
Yeah, they're like, oh
and
my
then
god.
They're like, why aren't you in the kitchen? Blah, blah, blah. So I think it's sort of funny.
Did
and
they
stuff.
say that?
Yeah.
See, that's alright. I mean, that's funny.
Which is funny.
As long as
to
it
be
is,
fair.
like, they don't take it too far with that kind of stuff. But
I find it really funny. But then, all of a sudden, they started changing. Like, I was listening to them on Mumble, and they were really funny and stuff. And just playing about. But then as soon as I said something, they, like, changed. Everybody went quiet.
Yeah.
And then they'd start with innuendos and stuff. And I don't get why you need to do that. That's happened on a few occasions. I'm a girl. There's quite a few girls that play WoW. You don't need to.
But that was my
change.
last guild anyway, the bad one. And then so I went on a flex with this other guild, and they were really nice, and you know they were just normal, sort of just down to earth. You know, just talking about the boss, and then we got the boss killed. So I actually joined them, and then we went. This is probably like 2 months ago. Then I went on a flex, and loads of people have joined, like from the old guild that I was in. So it's just gone back downhill again. I think to solve it, I'll actually have to, because there's forums where you can join these guilds from other realms and stuff. So I might, if I want to get into it seriously, I'll have to just troll through them and look for one and actually pay to transfer realms and stuff.
Because it can be funny, but I think sometimes it's just taken a bit far when it's, oh, that's what she said. That's what she said. And it's the whole way through.
It's really cliquey as well for new people as well. That's what I found. I think because they're naturally shy people, so that they want to sort of stick to their own, so then they don't really talk to new people, you know, like I was.
Yeah.
But yeah, so not a great week in terms of like raiding, which is annoying.
It's a shame.
But I look better. I look pretty badass on my hunter.
Yeah, not on your other character.
I sold a sky golem.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. 15 grand.
How much did you get for it?
So
I told you, it was karma.
Yeah. Well, I've pretty much lost out from this guy. For anyone who didn't listen to last show, I sort of scanned this guy in a nice way.
Yeah, as nice as you can be when you're scamming someone.
Sky Golems were going for 20 grand, and I said to this guy, oh, I've only got 15, and so he gave it me for 15, and then I felt guilty, but then I couldn't sell it because Sky Golems went down to 11k, so I just used it instead, so I've sort of missed out on that 15k anyway.
And I told him it was karma.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that to people.
Yes, it's
especially
really
when
nice
you have far more than 15 in the bank.
Really nice of you to be all know-it-all.
Ha ha ha.
But yeah, and did Naxxramas for the first time.
Yep.
It's a cool place.
It is.
It's got that little bone dragon thing. Before the last boss, so he is pretty big. So that was our week in WoW. Let us move on to our next feature.
Our next
feature. Have you heard about that thing, which is the news?
It is.
But with a more interesting title.
Yeah.
Right, so I'll take the first one.
Yep.
Challenge modes are going.
They are?
Yes, not with this patch coming at the end of this week, 5.4.7, but they've announced that they're going to be getting rid of them because they don't work with the new itemization changes. So, what do you think about that?
Well, what are the new itemization changes?
Oh, it's big. It's big. They're getting rid of reforging, so you can't choose what you want your stats to be put into.
Oh yeah, well, what are they going to replace that with?
Nothing. Just taking it
really?
away. Yeah, because they said when you get a new piece of gear, it's really annoying because you can't just put it on. You have to do, like, it's not exciting to get gear anymore because you think, oh, I've got new gear, oh, I've got a gem, enchant, and reforge it before I can wear it. And it's going to cost you.
I get the gems and enchants thing.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Understand that. But aren't people going to be a bit pissed off about that? Because they like to tweak it.
No, it's a bit mixed because some people like to tweak it, but if you want to raid or do anything like that, there's always one optimised DPS sort of spec that you have to go into, and they actually said at BlizzCon, "Oh, we don't want you to have to go on Ask Mr. Robot. You shouldn't have to ask Mr. Robot to find out your best spec and things."
Oh, of course, that's going to affect Mr. Robot.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, poor Mr. Robot.
I know, yeah, and they're really good there as well.
They are really
the
good.
person who is, they have like sort of a community manager who went on loads of podcasts like promoting them, and she's a really nice person.
She is. I've heard her. She seems really nice.
But yeah, so they're getting rid of it, and they're not having anything instead. What it's likely to go back to is they used to have, before reforging, you'd just have one sort of optimised weapon that'd drop. So and your best weapon would be from a certain place, and you get that.
Yeah. So
that's what it's going to be.
Ah, so they're getting rid of challenge modes because of that? Yeah,
because they just said, like, in general, the way with items work and stuff, it's just not going to work.
I can hear the washing machine.
I know.
It's so loud.
I know, it's alright. Carry on. Challenge modes. Come on, I've asked you a question.
Challenge modes. So yeah, doesn't it mean it's the last chance that you can get your armour sets and mount?
Yes.
That's a shame.
So, I'll help you out. Are you not bothered that they're going?
No.
No?
Well, I think it's a cool idea, but I've never actually done it. I think we attempted
why
to do it once.
No, we've never tried.
Have we not?
So why?
It doesn't affect me at all.
Yeah. See, this is the problem, I think, with challenge modes. They're not accessible, and I think Blizzard, they're even though they've introduced a lot of features for the raiders, the casual raiders, like LFR and looking for dungeons and stuff, I think they're always a bit biased towards the hardcore raiders and people in guilds.
Yeah.
And so,
which they sort of have to be.
Yeah,
to be fair,
just because they're the most loyal ones. But for me, in the whole of the first expansion and Burning Crusade and a bit of Lich King was a bit irrelevant to me, the end game, because I couldn't do any of the raiding or anything like that. And challenge modes and what they call heroic scenarios, I just can't do because I don't have this sort of like guild or friend base that I can do these things with.
Yeah.
And when they implement a new feature like that and like heroic scenarios, I just think it's really annoying because they're sort of ruling me out of it. So I just wish that someday that they'll do like a looking for dungeon tool for challenge modes, and they'll say their response to that will be, "Oh, but we want we want you to organise a group for it because then you can coordinate and stuff like that." But if people don't want to do it, then they can just not click on it. They can just not go for it. I'd rather go through 10 of them with bad groups, and then eventually be able to do it.
Yeah.
Hopefully
the challenge.
They are implementing this new thing, which is going to be like open raid but in the game.
Oh, will they? That'll be cool.
Yeah, it's a new like dungeon finder type tool where you can put what you want to do up there, and then you can find people who want to do the same sort of thing, whatever it is. It's
a really good idea, that open raid, especially for people like us.
Yeah.
That haven't really got social group in WoW. It's a really good idea. So it's good that Blizzard have taken that on. But
the only fear is that they might not do it well enough, because they have got a sort of tool there, but it's not accessible, or it's just not being used. So they're revamping it so it'll be used, but hopefully it'll be good enough.
Yeah.
So challenge modes going doesn't really affect us as casual players, but we would like it. We would like it too.
And for those that are doing it, they need to quickly get their set and their mount.
Yes, yeah.
Before it's gone.
That
was a horrible noise. That was a horrible noise.
Yeah.
No.
So the Valentines, Love is in the Air festival? You doing it?
I didn't.
No?
No.
Seems like sort of your thing. Okay, so I'm filling you in on Love is in the Air thing, right?
Yeah.
So, what I know that you can do is you can do a dungeon. It's like a one boss thing. You kill them and you've got a chance to get this big pink love rocket.
Ah,
which is very...
I've not seen any of those.
Yes, which is also the name for a penis, and that makes people laugh.
I like the way we were skitting guys in
I know,
raids
we're doing
before.
the same thing, yeah.
In guilds, yeah.
There's also, you get currency from doing like the Lovers in the Air quests, and you can spend that. I think there might be a mount there, like a zebra mount or something.
Oh, that would be cool.
And there's probably some pets you can get, maybe.
I'd love that.
But they occasionally update these things, like, but not every time, and then it just feels like they're sort of rehashing an old thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, I like it though. I like it when they do events like that.
I don't really do those things.
I'd like to get involved.
Oh, there's a mount for the achievement. If you do all the achievements in the holiday festivals, there's a pretty cool mount that you can get.
Is there?
Yes.
Is it for each festival, or do you have to do them all?
You have to do them all. And it's called something like What a Long Strange Trip It's Been.
Oh,
Yeah. So
that's pretty cool.
So yeah, you might want to do that. Well, Darkmoon Fair's coming up again soon, so you got to do all the achievements in that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I need to do some stuff in there.
So that's
But
Valentine's. It's nearly over.
I didn't tell you.
Go on.
The other week, where was I?
Heaven.
I was in Stormwind.
Yes.
And some guy blew me a kiss. And asked me to marry him.
It's probably just an NPC. I wouldn't worry about it.
Definitely wasn't.
Yeah.
But I only realised after I'd walked away that what he was doing.
It's because he stuck up.
No,
So
I
you don't
felt
even notice
really,
these things
really
anymore. You're just like,
bad. No, because I was just leveling my mage, and I was just like walking through, to go to my next quest, and then I just looked in chat and I was like, oh my god, he just blew me a kiss and proposed to me, and then when I went back just to say, how's it going?
Not available.
Yeah, he flew off, and I felt really bad. He looked really hurt.
Yeah.
So
That's happened to me before. I'm
sorry if you were that person. Obviously, that guy isn't going to be listening, but just in case, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to ignore you.
I did that to someone in college. I proposed. And
flew off.
She didn't notice, so yeah, I just flew off into the sky.
Aww.
Yeah. But at least I can fly, so...
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So Valentine's, boring. Next, Garrisons
That's
preview.
so over.
Yes. The Garrisons preview. What did you think of all the art they put up?
It was good art.
Yeah.
Wasn't really what I expected.
No, what were you expecting?
I quite liked the interior actually. I thought the interior was alright, but the exterior pretty much looks the same as some of the other buildings. I know they've revamped them and stuff, but I expected it to be completely new.
Yeah, I think they look a bit better.
They do look better,
but the amount that excites me is very small. They're doing these artcraft blogs. I would prefer mechanics craft blogs.
I like the art blogs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care that much. I mean, I know it's gonna... When I get in the game, I might feel a bit more immersed and involved in the world, but I just want to know... I want to know statistics, and, like, I want to know what monsters we're going to be fighting. I want to know the raids and stuff, so it's all just, like... It's getting me frustrated. Yeah. It's teasing me.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
Not one bit.
I want some satisfaction. Like, I want... The things that I like seeing before the expansion are tier sets, because that's basically how I choose which class I'm going to play, who has the coolest armor set.
Especially if we're going to be leveling a 90 as well.
Yeah.
Like, just get a free 90.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool to know.
And I want to know how much it's going to like stuff's going to affect like stuff's going to change and things like that. You know, class changes and all this. The art stuff. It's like, oh, the worst thing they could show me, just because I just want some solid information.
Or if the artwork was something that everyone's going to use, like a tier set.
That everyone what, sorry?
Everyone's going to use.
Yeah. Yes.
Because I don't think that many people... Well, I know a lot of people are going to use the Garrisons, but...
Yeah.
Is everybody going to be using it? I don't know.
I would like to see that, actually. Yeah.
What I imagined it'd be.
An artcraft on how they design the tier sets, like what their thinking is. Because from the start of the expansion, they were sort of just taking the essence of the class and then they used that as an influence for the art design for the class. But now it's more just, what would a mage in Siege of Orgrimmar look like? It's the influence is more from the actual place rather than the class. But
yeah,
I'd just rather a bit more of the class's influence being there, so then you can be proud of your individual class rather than where you've been. It's nice to have a bit of influence, from that place. Like in Blackwing Lair, most of the stuff in there is like themed to be dragony.
Yeah.
Like black dragony, which is cool, but I think just a little theme of dragon stuff, and then, the rest is like class based.
I sort of get it because it's part of the expansion and stuff, but it's supposed to be about the class, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, because my druid tier set, 15 and 16 is completely different. Like, because I think 15 is like that sort of like Hallow Tree sort of thing.
It's tribal. It's supposed to be quite tribal, the 15 one, because it's the trolls.
Yeah, and it's like a haunted tree,
Nature.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't really like tier 15 at all.
Oh, it's horrible. And then
sounds like you were just wounded.
Terrible. I am. And then 16, it's really strange. It's like, I don't know how to describe it.
I think 16's a bit random because it's Siege of Orgrimmar, so how do you theme? It's basically horde theme, so. Yeah.
But it's like, not icicles, but it's like weird gems coming off, like your helm and your shoulders and stuff. But I'm sorry, but what is it with druid sets?
I know,
it's really annoying because I absolutely love my character, but the sets are awful.
I think
they only
the problem
have
is
a few good ones.
They assume that all the girls are playing priests, so they put all the girly armor sets. I think they've got a few girly sets for the druid, but in general, I think they assume that it's mostly guys playing that class, which is a bit of a shame.
It's so annoying. I wish that you got an option to do. Like a girl set and a boy set.
Yeah.
Because the priest ones, there's a lot of pink sets, isn't there? And if you're a guy priest, you don't want... Oh, you might want a pink set.
Yeah.
It's completely up to you.
Yeah, stop being sexist.
I'm not trying to be, but the druid sets, some of them are horrible.
This is actually something I learnt from my new guild, because some of the girls had quite scantily clad attire on. And the guys called it slutmog.
I like that.
As in slutty transmog. And then
there's a lot of them around.
Yeah, instead of the girls getting angry at this, they went, well, can't do it in real life, so I may as well do it in game. And I was thinking, well, why do you need to dress like that,
Yeah, it's because it's not them, it's their character.
Yeah.
Pervy'd look good in it. It matches their name, but at the same time, she's my character, and I want it to be a bit classy.
I know. I prefer like a more sort of elegant, sort of classy look. And then if I see that, I just think, oh, we're not at like a strip club.
Maybe a little bit of flesh. It's like in real life.
Oh yes.
Either cleavage or legs,
a
not
bit of
both.
Naughty ankle.
Yeah.
Show a bit of that.
Either cleavage or leg. You can't do both.
Right, we got to finish this news because we're at 30 minutes. People are getting well bored, so let's skip on. Right, so...
No, we need to talk about slutmog.
No, that's enough. Right, PvP season has been announced to be ending at the end of this week, which means the launch of the new patch 5.4.7, which has been speculated that it's going to, in the new patch, you're going to be able to do your level 90, so have your level boost to level 90, because that's what was in the testing realm. We've talked about this, and I know this confuses you a bit, doesn't it?
It was the way you were saying it.
Is it? Do you get that now?
I think so.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, I do.
Well, the new PvP season starting, and usually with those PvP seasons, a new armor set comes out, but what they're doing is just using the old models and updating the stats, which PvP players are a bit miffed about, but they got to develop Warlords of Draenor, and it'd just be one armor set taken away from there if they didn't do one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so could be boosting your characters to level 90. My opinion, though, is that it seems a bit too soon.
Yeah, I think it is.
Because this level 90 thing, I think it'll draw a lot of new players in, or old players coming back.
So they want to advertise it a lot more.
I just think if they do it now and boost their players now, that interest will have waned by the time the expansion comes out in maybe August. So they'll come in, use their level 90, and then get bored and leave before they've got a chance to play the new expansion. Whereas if they did it about 2 or 3 months before, they'd still be up on their class. They'd be all keen because they've got their new armor set from Siege of Orgrimmar ready to go in.
Yep.
So that is my thoughts on the matter.
Also, what's about this August release date thing?
Yes.
What is people's...
Oh, we're going to talk release dates.
Theory.
This is it.
Yeah, let's do it. You mentioned August. People are going to be thinking, August? What? What's he talking about?
Yeah, you could talk for hours on this. Like, there's all sorts of speculations. People line up all the timings and things, so...
They've got like a specific date.
Would you like to know about the popular theories?
Yes.
Okay, so PvP seasons, people have measured the usual time that a PvP season takes.
Yep.
Yeah. I think there's actually quite a big range, but there's also a trend. So it can be between something like 25 to 40 weeks.
Right.
Yeah. So when that PvP season ends, that usually lines up with the next patch or something like that, which in this case would be the Warlords of Draenor patch.
Yeah.
So the timescale, sometime between 20 and 40 weeks, lines up with late July, August.
Right.
Yes. So that's when people think it'll be. But my theory isn't based on that. It's more just Blizzard theory. The time it takes them to release expansions. If it lined up with the previous expansions, it would be late August, September. But they've said that they're trying to get stuff out faster. If they were going to do it as fast as they were doing the patches, then it should have been a spring release. But I think something's messed up there because there's been no news or announcements and things. So I think they're going back to old Blizzard way of just
ignoring the topic,
ignoring the fans and things, and and just sort of taking the hit and then bringing it out at the normal pace, which is August. Which can't be angry about because, as we said in the last episode, they're probably working like 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. and stuff every day. So
which is crazy. Yeah. So we can't really complain.
But in my suggestion, because this week you're allowed to suggest things. Give them feedback.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I did like I went a bit crazy and did like 7 suggestions that they'll never read. But one of them was if we just had developer blogs, maybe once every 2 weeks. They said, okay, we're going to release these on a Friday, and here's Bill from Art. This is what he's been working on this week. Here's this guy, and then at least we've got some. We feel a bit more sort of valued, and we've got something to sort of get hyped up about on the expansion. But at the moment it's just like like radio silence. It's like a bomb's hit and there's no communication.
Well, isn't that what the art blog is?
Yeah, but it's not good enough. It's not good
The
enough.
Garrisons.
One department. Why?
Give me more.
Why are you releasing one department's information that I don't even want to know about? You know.
Yeah, or even just if they showed us some more concept art,
Yeah.
just released a new thing
Yeah.
once a week or every 2 weeks, like like before the human thingy came
Yeah,
out.
but I'd rather know about, you know, progression. You know, are we on track, like, to get it out? Because that's the main thing that the fans are waiting on. Like, if it's a bit longer, that's fine. Just let us know what's going on.
But they can't really say that because we're not supposed to know the release date.
Yeah, I know.
And if they say we are on track, people are going to be waiting for it to come out in July.
And then let down. Yeah, I know, but it's like, you know, when you're in a traffic jam.
Yeah.
And it's taken an hour or whatever, and you don't know why. You know, you're just there, and for all you know, it could be just a stray traffic cone put in the road for no reason. But you don't know, so it's so frustrating. But if you knew that there was a, you know, traffic pile up ahead, and you know
you can understand
people involved, exactly. As long as you know the reasons why and how it's progressing, then it's nowhere near as frustrating. And plus, it builds a lot of hype if they actually release, you know, tiny bits of information once every 2 weeks. It gets communication. It helps the podcasters, you know, hype people up and things like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, they have invested into these types of things by, you know, they've got these community managers that post on the forums and on Twitter and things. But I just think if they streamlined that, you know, and had these guys working on a centralized piece of information, then I just think it'd be better. You know, like those EVE Online, they've got that developer blog.
Yeah, and they
It's
release
a bit
videos
fun.
quite often as well,
Yeah.
don't they?
Yeah, and they're quite funny and stuff. And I know it'd cost extra and stuff, but I just think they'd get that back in terms in subscriptions and things.
Yeah, because less people would leave.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah,
So
I agree.
but it leads us into our that's an interesting topic feature. Yeah?
Yes.
So the feature, that's an interesting topic, and that is, what are you going to boost to 90?
Well, I've been thinking about this.
Yes.
And I really like my mage, and I like leveling her.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I think I'm going to keep leveling her myself.
Okay.
I think.
So what are you
I'm
going to
not
boost to
sure
90?
though. I don't know. I
But
really don't know.
if you didn't have your mage, then it would be your paladin, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know if I like her yet because I think she's only like level 6.
Yeah.
I haven't played her enough to see if I like her. But I really like my mage.
Mm.
But I've got her to 26 and I sort of think, well, if I boost her to 90 now, is it not a waste of time?
But 26 is probably only, I'd say, about 10% of your leveling done.
I know. It's a dilemma.
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
In my opinion, I mean, you've got a healing class, you haven't got a DPS class, and it'd be good for our transmog runs. I think you should level it. I'm not sure whether you'd like paladin healing, because I had a go, and it's not as complex. It's a bit simpler. You know, not as many things to think about.
I don't think I'd like that.
I think you'd like the priest healing once you got into it, but you know, you got your 83 priest, so
I know. I need to try her out again.
I think
because I'm getting into DPSing now. I think.
Yeah, I think you should just do your mage.
Do you reckon?
I think you'd love it to see, you know, like if you were doing DPS and you were doing over 100k. Because at the moment you're made up with doing like 20k whilst healing, aren't you?
Yeah. But to be fair though, I was doing healing and I was one of the top healers, and I was doing a bit of DPS.
I'm saying like you're healing, you're doing 20k, but it'd be cool if you could just focus on the DPS and just see those numbers fly.
The only annoying thing is though with my mage at the moment is the spells aren't instantaneous, so they take a while. So by the time I get there, I lock on to a
the dungeons,
to a person, They're already dead before I can hit them.
See, I'll let you know why, right? The resource system for mages is mana, so when you use your spells it goes down.
Yeah.
But you have, like, the cost of that is the time it takes to cast your spells. Whereas classes like the Feral Druid and Rogue and Hunter, they get to a mob and they can just keep pressing. They don't have as many spells that actually have cast time. They just press it and they've already got like full, and it just goes down, and then they can build it up themselves, so they can unload all their mana like straight away. Whereas you've got sort of more of a slow system, which is better for longer fights, and that's why mages are top at the moment, in like Siege of Orgrimmar and stuff.
Yeah. So which is good in the raids, because obviously the bosses are a lot harder and it's going to take a while to get them down. But when you're in like low level dungeons, things just go down so quickly.
Slowly.
And it's really annoying.
So why don't you ask me what I'm leveling to 90?
No. No, yeah. What are you leveling?
Okay, well, I've got most classes at 90 or like 80s. So the only ones I haven't got there is Rogue, Monk, and Shaman. Rogue, I played a Rogue until about level 20, and I was just really bored. And I hate their armor sets, and a lot of leveling something depends for me on how the set looks, and also the sort of lore of a rogue. They're like a thief type class, and doesn't seem very sort of epic or powerful for me. So
no,
not for me.
Sneaky.
Other one is the monk, but they get a double XP buff like once a day for you get double XP like for an hour, I think. So I may as well just level the monk because they've got that bonus there.
Yep.
So that leaves the shaman, and I want to do a shaman because they've got some cool armor sets. People say the healing's fun, and they do pretty decent DPS. Yeah, and their armor sets are all like sort of, because the thing about the shaman is they use the elements to kill stuff. So they've got like these elemental sets that look cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
So it's going to be shaman.
Oh, I really need to think about this some more.
Yeah, you do.
I really don't know, because I would like a new, like a good DPS.
Yeah.
At 90.
I think the mage suits you because the armor set's cool, and it's just your thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like her. She's cool.
What's her name?
Isilwen.
Oh, Isilwen. Yeah.
Isilwen.
Okay. That's Lord of the Rings.
Very Lord of the Rings. But it was one of these things, one of these generators, where you put your full name in, and then it comes up with it, and it came up with Isilwen, so I really liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. It's just a random thing. I bet if I put my name in that same generator again, it wouldn't come up with it, but I really like it.
Well, that was indeed an interesting topic.
It was a quick topic.
Yes. Let us move on to my dazzling Lord Nuggets.
Yes.
Sounds a bit rude, doesn't it, actually?
Especially when he said my dazzling nuggets.
Oh, no. Okay, so this week it's going to be on nether drakes. Do you know nether drakes?
I do.
They're the mounts from Burning Crusade era, and they were like the top mounts, and they still look really cool. Right, so all the dragonflights have like origins. So do you know about the dragonflights?
I do. They're all different colours, aren't they?
Yes, so you got all these, like the Power Rangers, you got all the different colours. And
Hell yeah.
They were put on Azeroth by the Titans, the makers of the world, to guard all the worlds. Yeah. Yep. And there was, I don't know all of them, I know there's red, green, blue, black.
Is there a yellow?
The bad one. No, not yellow, but amber.
Oh.
And that's probably
so slightly different to Power Rangers.
And black, and black is the bad ones, the Deathwing and Onyxia. And but there's also the this other dragonflight. I think they're called the the Nether Dragonflight, maybe something. There's also like the Twilight Dragonflight, but these two, the Nether Dragonflight and the Twilight Dragonflight, were actually created by the Black Dragonflight, so
the bad guys.
Deathwing. And yeah, Deathwing was, trying to raise more of an army, and so he, for some reason or another, he escaped to Outland at one point with a load of his eggs, and then he was when all the world was breaking apart, because Ner'zhul made loads of portals to Azeroth, and he made too many of them, and it like shattered Outland. Deathwing went back to Azeroth, but he left all these eggs, and they were twisted by the corruption that was there. Like, they call it like the Twisted Nether, and it made these Nether dragonflights, and they can, when they're full dragons, they can like speak and everything, and they think of themselves as like orphans. They've been sort of abandoned by their father. Yeah. And that's where they're from. And it made the Nether Dragonflight, and the drakes. I didn't actually know this, but drakes are just sort of like teenage dragons. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're not fully grown, and we can ride the Nether drakes.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So I'm going to try and do the quest line to try and get one.
That'd be pretty cool.
So that's dazzling lore nuggets.
Oh, yes. That was a good one, that one.
And I'll have more dazzling lore nuggets for you next week.
Yes, please.
Yes. Okay, so next feature. This is your stuff.
It is.
Take it away.
And what's it called?
Hey, I like that song. I'm going to add it to my playlist.
Yeah, it's that time of the week.
Yeah.
So this week, it's going to be City in Colour, and it's a song called Fragile Bird. And I hope a lot of people have heard of City in Colour, because Dallas Green is amazing.
Who's that?
Absolutely love him. Dallas Green is a Canadian singer, songwriter.
Oh, he's the lead singer, is he?
Well, it's him.
Yeah, Dallas Green.
Yeah.
But isn't it a band, City in Colour?
No, it's just him, and it's called City in Colour because his name's Dallas Green, so Dallas City Green Colour.
Oh, yes.
It's very clever, because he said he didn't want just his name on the cover of a album.
Really?
Yeah, he
Very
wanted
smart.
to change it. Yeah. So City in Green, Fragile Bird.
City in Colour.
City in Colour.
You said City in Green.
Did I?
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay.
No, it's called City in Colour.
Yeah.
And the reason I've chose this week is because he actually came to the UK last month, and he actually played in Manchester, and I was heartbroken because I couldn't see him because it had sold out.
Couldn't afford it, could we?
No, it was a really bad night for me.
Yes.
I might have even cried.
Yes.
But this song is taken from his 2011 album Little Hell.
Okay, so we'll play a short sample now. And we're back from the tune. Right.
Lovely.
So that was such a nice song. Did you enjoy that?
I loved it.
That was, yeah.
I always love City in Colour.
Okay, so next feature is Your Azerothian Mother, which is the feature where we try and help people cope with the stresses of World of Warcraft when they're in a dungeon and someone is giving you grief, giving you stick, and you stick it to the man.
Yes.
Back.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's appropriate, but yes. So you've got some good ones this week, haven't you?
Have I?
Well, I saw you looking online for yours.
Yeah, well, I find it hard to be to come back with some good comeback and be mean to people as well.
I'm running out. We might have to, like...
Really? Normally it comes naturally to you.
Well, I mean, I've only got 5 or 6 that I actually, use. And and then you only
pretty
need
much
that,
use them all.
Yeah.
We'll just recycle them. People won't even know.
And I was very angry this week, after all the stuff that had happened in LFR and things. So they were just they're just nasty, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nasty. I'll just go first, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one that I've used as a tank a few times because you want to leave them in like a queue. When you because if they're being an idiot to the tank, it's just completely stupid. Because if you leave, it's going to take them 5 or 10 minutes to get a new person, and they're all purely being an idiot just because they're so childish. So I used to just go, right, try not to be such a dick to the next person that joins. See ya, and then I just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no, they're not going to come back, and it actually, teaches them that they can't be like that. If they want to just have a good time playing.
Yeah, it's like having a really naughty child, and they're screaming and stuff, and they're complaining, and then you ignore them rather than give them attention.
Yeah.
You ignore them.
Exactly. Yeah. Other one is, are you a dick in real life or is it just in game? And then to that they usually reply, oh no, you're a dick. And then you just do the leaving one.
Yeah.
So
this week you just leave.
Yeah, the main thing is just that you're teaching them that they're being a dick and they shouldn't be. And the last one is a bit more clever. Yes.
Oh yes.
It's, do you like the alphabet? Yes.
Yes.
To which they reply, what are you talking about? You say, because here is a queue for you.
Oh, I
and
like
then you leave,
that one.
and they're in a queue.
That's definitely my favourite one.
If you want to be a bit more nasty, you go, here's a queue for you, you big prick, and then you leave.
No, I like the one before that one.
Okay. Okay.
There were some good ones.
Let's see.
I really like the Q one.
Yeah.
I've actually got an alphabet one as well.
Oh, alphabet's great in insults.
It is. So this one's, I could eat a bowl of alphabet soup and shit out a smarter insult than that.
That's a good one. I like that.
It's not very ladylike.
You've upped your game this week.
I know.
You must have found a good website.
A really good website.
Yeah.
It's not very ladylike, but who cares?
Okay.
And then I've only got one more, and it's keep talking. Someday you'll say something intelligent.
Oh, you should have opened with that one and finished on the first one.
I know. Yeah. I was planning to do that, but you did the alphabet, so I had to carry on from that.
The themes,
the way it
Themes,
flows.
yes. Okay, well, I think that's all the features that we have time for, unless you have anything to add. That
is everything, apart from we love Kristen.
Yeah, Kristen rules.
Our number one fan.
Yes,
we love you.
Thank you for reminding us that we hadn't done a show.
Yes,
we did one.
So we woke up and we did one straight away.
Yes,
this is just for you.
Also, we don't do that thing where we tell people where they can find us. So,
no, we don't. We need to.
So I'm going to do that, right? So we've got lots of videos up. I've got raid guides, lore guides that I've worked pretty hard on. They might be rubbish, but put work into them. And they're on YouTube, so check them out. We've got the website that we keep updated with podcasts and also the videos, and also just we're hoping to create a blog. We'll get content on there every week, and also follow us on Twitter, and we'll announce whatever we do. If we release any new content, it'll be on Twitter, and we'll announce it through there. So probably Twitter's the most important thing to join us on.
It is. We do have Facebook, but yeah, Twitter's the main thing.
Yes. So that's it. End of the show. Thank you for listening.
Yeah. Thank you. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.